Hello everyone, species spotlight today. It's the Haploclastus validus. It is an armored, well, pretty much armored, fossorial species. It's from western India. Same sort of area as the last species spotlight we did on the Anandaliella Travancoraca over in the Travancore region. This one is on western India, usually in burrows. It makes trapdoors. That's what I was trying to say. Armored trapdoor spider. Little armored trapdoor spiders. From the looks of it, like some of them, they're not too big, but they look pretty robust. They're thick. They've got a pronounced fovea, that piece in the middle, like you're looking at where the spider's eyes are. Like say this is its body, this is its eyes, and sometimes they'll have a depression there, and there'll kind of be these lines going out from there. That's its fovea. They'll have a depressed fovea. So again, there was only like one paper on it. So the spider was originally found or described in 1899 by Pocock, but yeah, then there was like a description, a paper with the description on there, with the different Haploclastus species. The one that I was looking at in particular was Vitalis. What have we got? Or no, sorry, Validus. I think it's pretty nice looking, honestly. It looks armored. It's got, some of them are kind of hairy, but some of them look kind of smooth, like like the trapdoor spiders that you kind of think of, initially, like the Australian, the Sydney funnel web, kind of armored to it, little shiny. It does have a trapdoor. It'll be like, kind of dirt, and then the silken web, over the top. It'll be either a circle or a D-shaped, and they'll pop out, to get their prey and go back in. And yeah, with that armor, they're pretty interesting looking. It might be, there might be gender differences, because some of the photos I saw, they looked a little different. Some of them were really hairy, and they had more coloration on like the carapace. It had kind of like the markings on there, and then a smaller abdomen, little butt. But then some of them, they've got the pretty thick legs, and then the shiny carapace on top, and kind of a fat butt to them. The habitat looks pretty nice, kind of lush, maybe kind of moist in that area. Seems like it's affected by monsoon season. Part of that paper I was looking at, it was talking about how, maybe the females were, producing an egg sac somewhere after monsoon season. Might be affected by the different cycles and such. That would be interesting to look at, and that's part of why I'm doing the species spotlight, because hopefully one day, people could say go to India, and there'll be maybe a list of these spiders that we could go look for and see if they're still, out there, because they may be, near extinction, or maybe they've evolved a little bit, maybe they look a little bit different, all sorts of things. And then you could learn more about the behavior and what they need to live. And then that was also, it was kind of one of those things where it was, Haploclastus was originally described as Phlogoides, but then they were like, oh no, change it back, or we'll change it to Haploclastus, and then they changed it back to Phlogoides, and then I think it said in the 2020s here recently, they changed it back to Haploclastus, and so it's Haploclastus now. Yeah. And then like the males, they seem to get, run over because there's quite a bit of traffic around Mumbai in that area. It's like one of the greener spaces around Mumbai. And good bit of traffic though, and so when the males are looking for the mates, going on the prowl, looking for the mates, they might get ran over, or if they go into somebody's house, they'll get killed. No good, no good, and that's why I'm advocating for these spiders. Put a spotlight on these spiders, because when you look at the pet trade right now, there's like one Haploclastus spider, Haploclastus divamatha, the Indian rainbow tarantula. That's the only one that it seems like you can go and readily buy right now. Yeah. And I mean, you can kind of, glean a little bit of information about maybe what it would, be like, behavior-wise or territory-wise from, like, some of the information we have about the Haploclastus devamatha, such as it burrows, which I guess we already know that, and then, like, the devamatha is kind of fast, a little, maybe generally defensive. I mean, spiders are all defensive, but there's a lot we could learn, and that's why, hopefully one day I'll be able to go out to India, maybe get a little bit more information, take a shot at getting some spiders established, because it's mostly about just keeping the species going. It would be nice, if some of these species weren't wiped out. It'd be good, ultimately good for even the environment that they're in, if they could, stay alive and contribute to the ecosystem and such. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just excited to learn more. Got some pictures up there. There's a whole lot of pictures, great collage of pictures. Most of them, the spiders, look like they're doing okay. There was one photo where the spider looked kind of curled up. I don't know about that one, but things happen. So if anybody has any experience with any of the Haploclastus species, let me know. Hopefully we can do a return video on this one, and we'll come back, revisit it, maybe with some more information. Because as it is, they've just described the physical characteristics. I've got some screenshots for the physical characteristics that I'll put up on screen. But as far as other things, behavior-wise and all that, don't have too much information. And we could definitely have more pictures. And I mean, if we could breed them, we could maybe start a few egg sacs. Be it in Europe or America. Even if it's just in Asia, as long as they were all right and taken care of. That's what the species spotlight is for. Trying to bring some light to these tarantula species that need some love. Alright, well, hopefully you found this interesting. If you know anything about it, let me know. Because when you go on the Wikipedia page and you're looking at the list of the Theraphosidae species, when you go down to the Haploclastus, this was the one that shows us the picture. The validus, H. validus. It's a cool looking picture, and that's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll check that out. And then you see the other ones, and it's all armored looking, and it's like, oh man, that'd be cool to have in a zoo or something. Have a bunch of little baby ones seems like it kind of does that thing where when the spider's smaller, it has like those weird little hairs on it, but then when it gets bigger, kind of like loses some of those hairs that were all over it. But that's the thing, is need more information. You know, we won't really know until we get more information, because some of those spiders, maybe they're different species. Probably not, but you never know. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a good day. Bye.